morning. I'm Dr. Janice Orlowski. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of MedStar Washington Hospital Center. I'm here to give you a very brief update regarding the tragedy in the nation's capital. We currently at our trauma bay have received 3 gunshot victims. We are in the process right now of caring for them. One is in the operating room already. Another will be going to the operating room shortly. We have been in discussion with individuals who are at the scene. We understand that there are still more victims, and we are not sure as yet how many individuals will be coming to our hospital. Those that have come to the trauma bay are alert, they're responsive, they're able to talk to us. They do have severe injuries, but we've been able to speak with all of them. They have not been able to give us any information regarding what happened to them. Obviously, they're in pain and in distress because of what they suffered this morning. We will have more information later, but chose to come out and talk to you at this time so that you'd have an opportunity to hear what we know as of right now.
Can you confirm that there are 2 police officers included in those wounded being treated here?
No, sir. There is 1 Metropolitan Police officer who is here. The other 2 are civilians who are here. We understand that there is potentially a 2nd Metropolitan Police officer at the scene, but we have no confirmation of that.
Would you say that these victims are in critical condition right now?
They are in critical condition right now.
Could you describe their injuries?
In order to maintain a little bit of privacy, I'm going to be very brief about it. We have a gentleman who is who has multiple gunshot wounds to his legs. His injuries involve bones and the blood vessels of his lower legs. We have another individual who was shot in the shoulder, and we have a 3rd individual who just arrived who had a gunshot wound to the head and to the hand.
Male, female?
Male, first one, female, female.
Is it fair to say their chances for survival are pretty good then?
Their chances for survival are very good.
For all 3?
For all 3, yes. And again, we have, as you know, we're pretty darn experienced at this. We've got, right now this morning, we have a number of teams in the trauma bay. We've actually been able to bring in 2 of our helicopter crews as well. And so we have plenty of folks who are here. We're just in the process. The operating room is ready for these individuals. Because of our trauma status, we always have trauma rooms that are available in the operating room. So I have surgeons, I have nurses, I have trauma specialists. We've got the blood bank in the operating room all open, all ready. We have been in communication with those individuals at the scene, and we're telling them that we can take an additional 8 to 10 individuals here at MedStar Washington Hospital Center. We are not sure if we will get that many, but they have told us that they believe that there will be more victims coming.
Are you able to say what kind of gun was used, a semi-automatic weapon?
I would tell you from the reports of the victims, it had to be a semi-automatic because they're talking about gunshots that they heard in rapid succession. So I have no more information. We, of course, will get bullet fragments and have more information, and they will at the scene as well. But I don't have any more information right now.
DC police officer, male, female, and what injuries?
The DC police officer is a male, and I can't go into any other information right now regarding him, but he is the gentleman who's in the operating room right now.
Could you tell us again the injuries of the women? What are their wounds?
There is a woman who has a gunshot to the shoulder, and there's a woman who has a gunshot wound to the head and her hand.
Have law enforcement tried to interview them at all?
Yes, we have law enforcement in. They always wait until we tell them, but they have had the chance to very briefly talk to the officers. We were able to have them speak with their loved ones, and they also were able to speak briefly with law officers before they've gone off to the operating room.
Have they told you guys anything that you can tell us about what happened?
No.
And who's the next person that you said one is waiting to go into surgery or on their way into surgery?
They're in their way to surgery, yes.
Can you tell us which of the injuries is the shoulder or the
Likely the young lady with a gunshot wound to the head, we're just assessing right now. So obviously we'll make a triage decision once we have more information.
But that's the next likely person goes.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Are there any other hospitals where wounded are being taken?
I'm not aware. We have been in contact with our colleagues in the city. We all are standing up in order to receive individuals who are gunshot victims, but I'm not aware if anyone else has received any. So we have three. So we have, as I said, we have 3 individuals, and we are told to expect more.
How many? Any idea?
No idea.
Your
Additional
capacity?
security here at the hospital right now?
Yes, there's additional security here at the hospital. Whenever we have an incident of this type, we partner with, on this campus, the Children's Hospital and the VA Hospital, and our officers have stood up, and we are have a much tighter perimeter to our campus right now, and that'll continue during, at least for the next day or so.
We understand you can't give names, but we know that the male is a D.C. Metropolitan Police Officer. Can you describe the women? Were they employees at the Navy Yard?
Sir, I'm not sure what their relationship with the Navy Yard is, so I don't have that information to
Can you
give.
tell us if they were wounded inside the Navy Yard? Or
They were.
inside.
But all of them are alert and speaking.
All of them are alert and speaking at this time.
For those who may be just tuning in, could you give us a summary again of the headline?
So, tragedy at the Navy Yards. Multiple individuals have been shot. We have report of individuals who have died at the scene, and we have a transportation of 3 gunshot victims to our hospital at this time.
How many died at the scene? Did you say died at the scene?
We understand that there are individuals at the scene who will not be transported because they're deceased.
Do you have any idea of the number?
I don't know the number. I'm not confident of the number in order to say it.
Would you be briefing us again?
We will be briefing you again.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Yes, sir.
That officer, where was he shot? Can you at least give us that? Where the
Lower extremities, lower his legs. Okay. Let's pray for the individuals at the Navy Yard. We'll be back to talk to you. MedStar Washington Hospital Center is standing by to receive anyone else who is transported here. I'll be back to talk to you. Thank you.